Dragonlords rise will make it last. Vengeance in my heart, fire in my veins. A new dawn calls through blood and chains. Rise of the Dragonlords, hear the roar. From the depths of the earth to the heavens' door. Gifted and cursed, my blood runs true. The future is mine, the dragons will fly through. Rise of the Dragonlords, a new dawn clear. With vengeance and honor, I'll face my fear. Oh, hail the curious one, with magic deep inside. You learn the past, but you see the future's where you'll ride. A coin that sparkles, burns so bright, a path that leads you far. To city of the dead, my friend, where secrets are the star. Oh, hail the curious one, your journey's just begun. With magic in your heart, you'll find the stories yet undone. You'll twist the threads of history and make the future clear. The curious one will shape the world and never show his fear. You left your home behind, you know, to chase the tales untold. A coin, a key to tunes so deep, where whispers will unfold. A restless soul, a bond so true, with Damon by your side. Together you will unearth the past, with magic as your guide. Oh, hail the curious one, your journey's just begun. With magic in your heart, you'll find the stories yet undone. You'll twist the threads of history and make the future clear. The curious one will shape the world and never show his fear. The burden's heavy, knowledge told, but still you press ahead. The future's bright, the past is gold, and soon you'll find your thread. Oh, hail the curious one, your journey's just begun. With magic in your heart, you'll find the stories yet undone. You'll twist the threads of history and make the future clear. The curious one will shape the world and never show his fear. Oh, hail the curious one, with magic you will run. Make the future bright, shining through the night. The curious one has won. In a realm of magic and mystery, where the legends come alive, under Titan's wrath and weather harsh, we're living to survive. A group of heroes brave and bold, on a quest they did embark, to slay a bull with tusk of strength from forces wild and dark. With spell and shield they faced the beast, their hearts were filled with dread. 2 hunters joined the noble quest, a foe to soon be dead. Through forest deep and river wild, they tracked the creature swift. With every step their spirits grew, this local pledge to lift. Oh, sing the tale of the heroes new, who faced the lightning tusk. With courage shown they fought the beast, and in prophecy they trust. To meet where see the oracle, their fate shall be revealed at last. Towards the future marching now, with legends of the past. To stand as one against the fall, they are on legends trail. And one day we'll stand proud for all, to their success we hail. Oh, sing the tale of the heroes new, who faced the lightning tusk. They'll rise to heights yet known by few, and in prophecy we trust. Oh, sing the tale of the heroes new, who faced the lightning tusk. They'll rise to heights yet heroes turn towards new goals after a hag is dead. They save Mercy, the oracle, down in a grotto deep. Many had died to Titan's wrath, but no time left to weep. Towards the old wood led their trail, known faces there to meet. Against corruption to prevail seems to run quite deep. Oh, sing the tale of the heroes, for who did prevail at last. The hag is dead, slain is the boar, awaiting a new task. Oh, sing the tale of the heroes, for who did prevail at last. The hag is dead, slain is the boar, awaiting a new task. Oh, sing the tale of the heroes, for who did prevail at last. The hag is dead, slain is the boar, awaiting a new task. Born with fire in my veins, half divine but full of rage. Amazon warriors raise me strong, in the sands of battle I belong. While Father fights, his shadows call, his glory waits beneath it all. I am the lion of battle's throne, fighting demons all alone. Prophecies say I rise above, with strength, revenge, and ancient love. Until I've won it all. Watch the mighty titans fall. Oracle speaks of destiny, 3 great tasks ahead of me. Find my mother lost in time, slay the dragon's cool design, build a weapon never done, fight until the war is won. Hydra's legacy to see, to stay, to see his glory rise engraved. The arena shakes with every stride, thunder roars and lightning guides. The titans think they've seen the end. This lion roars and scared. Oh, watch them fall. Lose it all. Naturals calls me champion true. With battle cries, I'll break through. I'll restore my father's crown and make these ancient powers bow down. Not just blood that makes me strong, but every battle, right or wrong. It's time to prove what I can be, to rise above divinity. I am the lion of battle's throne, fighting demons all alone. Prophecies say I'll rise above, with strength, revenge, and ancient love. I'll claim what fate was meant to be, half god warrior breaking free. Won't stop until I've won it all. Watch the mighty titans fall, let them hear my battle cry, as I make these titans die. Father's pride I'll soon restore. This is what I'm fighting for. This is what I'm fighting for. Born with fire in my veins, half divine but full of rage. Amazon warriors raise me strong, in the sands of battle I belong. While Father fights, his shadows call, his glory waits beneath it all. I am the lion of battle's throne, fighting demons all alone. Prophecies say I rise above, with strength, revenge, and ancient love. Until I've won it all. Watch the mighty titans fall. Oracle speaks of destiny, 3 great tasks ahead of me. Find my mother lost in time, slay the dragon's cool design, build a weapon never done, fight until the war is won. Hydra's legacy to see, to stay, to see his glory rise engraved. The arena shakes with every stride. Thunder roars and lightning guides. The titans think they see the end. This lion roars instead. Oh, watch them fall. Lose it all. Naturals calls me champion true. With battle cries, I'll break through. I'll restore my father's crown and make these ancient powers bow down. Not just blood that makes me strong, but every battle, right or wrong. It's time to prove what I can be, to rise above divinity. I am the lion of battle throne, fighting demons all alone. Prophecies say I'll rise above, with strength, revenge, and ancient love. I'll claim what fate was meant to be. Half God warrior breaking free. Won't stop until I've won it all. Watch the mighty titans fall. Let them hear my battle cry as I make these titans die. Father's pride I'll soon restore. This is what I'm fighting for. This is what I'm fighting for.
You can't kill. Fury vengeance in my veins. I'll take your power, break your chains.
curious one, with magic deep inside. You learn the past that you see, the future's where you'll ride. A coin that sparkles burns so bright, a path that leads you far. To city of the dead, my friend, where secrets are the star. Oh, Gale, the curious one, your journey's just begun. With magic in your heart, you'll find the stories yet undone. You'll twist the threads of history and make the future clear. The curious one will shape.
Hello, everyone out there, and welcome to CEN, your collective entertainment network. I'm your DM, John. I'm joined by my wonderful friends, actors, and recreational explosive enthusiasts Mason, Brian, Ray, Nost, Rose. We miss you, Autumn, the chief exploderer of our group. If over the course of the night you like what you see, give us a like, give us a subscribe, ring that notification bell, help us in the ongoing boss battle against the ultimate of BBEGs, the YouTube algorithm. Without any further ado, I'm really excited for tonight's episode. Let's hop into this week's Odyssey of the Dragonlords. Also, I forgot to say, Happy New Year! We're back. We missed you last week. We hope everyone had it. Had a great holiday, and without any Happy New Year. Without any further dalliance, let's hop into this week's episode. Open this bag. After last week, where you stand at the precipice of this bridge, the mountain ends, not in peak nor in cliff, but in a wound never quite healed. Snow falls until it reaches the threshold of this bridge, and then it does not cross. Each flake you see drifts, slows, and settles into stillness, hanging in the air like ash trapped within a glass. Sound follows after it barely. Wind does not enter. The storm does not follow. And when you step forward, it's as if your world changes the rules. Stone beneath your feet is colder than death, yet untouched by frost. The ground bears veins of a dark crystal that pulse once faintly, like something remembering how to breathe. Far below, chasms open where the mountain should continue, their depths swallowing light without reflection, and no echo answers the sound's view. The bridge stretched across a void in perfect arcs, black and seamless, carved from a single being's thought. Beneath them, nothing stirs. No scent climbs, no wind rises. This darkness is contained below, and beyond the bridges lie the tombs of those great fabled Dragonlords. You can feel them before you see them. Not quite graves and not quite monuments, but more like anchors. Magic here does not flow nor drift. It does not decay. It is pressed tight against the stone, bound into angles and sigils that do not belong to any gods that you know. The air itself resists being altered, as though this place has already answered every prayer that could be spoken within it. And at the center of this crossing stands Damon. He does not move. He does not breathe. His form is robed in spellwork older than Astoria, etched directly. The runes upon him are not defensive. And you recognize this feeling, none more so than Guile and Ozias and Brontes. This is the same pressure that you felt standing near the shore of the dead, waiting in line at the gates of the underworld. Yet it is inverted and folded. Damon's eyes glow with a steady and distant light. You can tell he's facing you, even from this great distance. Not watchful, anchoring. And for the briefest moment, you realize something profoundly unsettling. Dear friends, the dead here are not waiting, they are held. This mountain is not upon Thylea. The stars are different. Thylea is held at bay like waters in a flood among sandbags. Damon regards you in silence, and you understand without words that nothing buried here has ever been claimed. Which of you would like to do your week in review?
My mind is somewhat foggy. We had climbed the mountains to Telamock, having left our supporters behind. They wished to ease the burden and made themselves a fortification further back down until we could discern the proper path forward. And then there were harpies. Not just one or two or 10, but hundreds of them, all singing as directed by what seemed to be some sort of a matriarch, a leader amongst them. The song was enthralling. It was difficult to resist. But in a brief moment of clarity, we were able to strike her down out of the air. We used some of the tools that Vulcan had given us to bind the harpies back to the ground, to take them out of the air. And we fought them. We defeated what was left of them. Some of us fell into the crevasse beneath it. And from what Amphia told us, there was a terrible portal, a terrible gateway at the bottom that led to the underworld, which I am not very much inclined to go and see for myself. Nevertheless, we've crossed the bridge. We approached Telamock and proved our knowledge of this place by naming the Dragonlords of old and paid honor to them in the silence that befalls this mountain. This sky, land, it feels strange. It does not feel like Thylea. It feels severed, cut off. Am I the only one who feels this? Guile, Brontes, Eritrea, Dynamis?
Amphia looks at you. She goes, "No, I don't feel so good." And you watch as she turns into black dust and blows away.
Did Amphia just die?
Yes.
What?
If Dynamis wasn't already like triggered with PTSD, he is now. He still has a little pocket full of sand that he found the last time that the god kind of just disappeared.
I was gonna say,
She's finally one of us. She died.
Oh, Eritrea, we're not one of
She's
them.
going to come back,
I was gonna
is
say,
what you're saying.
are we left out down this? I feel like
No.
Dang it.
Don't worry, your times will come.
I'll finally do something that Eritrea can't do.
Oh
I
wow.
was gonna say, Luke.
No, but in all seriousness, guys, you see as she just disintegrates, much like the line that I stole from that one movie, right? But she just disintegrates into this black dust that blows across the bridge. And as you look, you can see all of Telamock covered in snow and very fine black dust.
Looks like pepper.
What?
Even more fine than pepper. If you've ever seen like ground up charcoal, like that charcoal dust.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the stuff that's so dangerous that if you're around it and you breathe it, you'll die. That stuff.
Some of us aren't that lucky.
She is a druid, and she is Vulcan's masterpiece. Perhaps she is made too much of the things of Thylea to be able to be here. Yes, I do not know these stars. So if I look up, I see a sky, and I do not see constellations that I recognize, correct?
You look up and you see a sky that has 3 moons in it.
Oh, she got my nose.
Where are we? In all the heavens.
I hand Guile a handkerchief.
And you can see what appears to be the Nyx itself dancing across the sky. Swirling constellations and galaxies that are, as you sit and watch, moving at a speed that you can actually see.
I know that the stars move quickly. As if time is slowed here, we can see toward the heavens themselves.
Also, I realized that I bad DM'd, and I have failed you. So let's look at some pictures. Here is the picture of the Path of the Dead.
Ooh.
Here is the picture of the Approach.
Ooh.
Here is the picture of your encounter with the Cold Light Walkers.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Here is the picture of the valleys that you guys decided to jump into.
That's expensive.
And here is the pictures
Alright.
of the Harpy attack.
Does she have to be sitting astride the dead guy?
I didn't make a picture. I didn't make that picture.
Ozias, I wanted to help you with your problem.
I'm sorry? What?
I heard of a god that could probably help you with the with your hundreds of harpies. You can pray to Valtrexia. Should help.
I cast Meteor on Dynamis.
I would just catch it.
I make it out of air.
Oh.
Dynamis, if you die, does that mean I win?
The longest living
As
living
Does
day
that
is
mean I
mine.
win?
Get a longevity
no.
award.
Well, no, I can never die.
Noted.
Sounded like a challenge. Ooh, no.
But as you sit here, finally, the necropolis at Telamock stands before you. 3 long stone bridges, 2 of them destroyed and unusable, span across a bottomless and pitch black canyon. On the other side, a plateau filled with columns and lonely statues. There are a number of clear, distant entrances on the mountainside, all while one enormous bone white pyramidal mausoleum stands out amidst it all. Even as snow obscures the details, this thing is awe inspiring in size and morbid splendor. I'm not saying that word. The mountain floor looks odd on that side of the bridge, almost like it's moving and ethereal in nature. And as your eyes adjust to the distance, you can see that some kind of black dust constantly erupts out of this mountain, falling into the abyss and being pushed away by violent winds. Violent, silent winds. Almost as if trying to escape the dead city, and yet no sound. Despite it all, the entire area remains shrouded in an eerie silence. Even as you all talk to each other and you try to project your voice in a normal voice, all your jokes come out as whispers.
Oh, not this again.
She was about to say, Kyle, this is what it was like when you were cursed to be unable to speak loudly.
Somebody make me a survival check.
Will do.
Oh, I'm actually good at that.
Yeah, this black dust is beyond you.
Wow.
I can hear the voice of basically every element at this point. Do
You
even
can hear
like
the voice
say
of
this
no elements here.
really?
None. Not even the gold in your pocket sings to you anymore.
I just real quick try and check and see if I can still if my powers still work, if my even if they're quiet, if my relationship with the elements still exists.
Yes, you can summon and use your powers mechanically, but narratively, you don't feel the presence of those spirits at all. You have to conjure this from within yourself rather than pulling it from without.
Whether
Without?
pulling and
Outside?
borrowing it. Okay. I always think of it as borrowing, but yeah, no, this is a lot more like I'm having to do a lot more me centric rather than cooperative control.
And in the distance, you can see him, and he sees you.
Suppose there's no other direction than forward.
Oh my god.
What are we giggling about?
Oh, Brian.
It's so stupid. Okay.
Oh my god.
Valtrexia, the Harpy Slayer.
And if you want to see what we're laughing at, follow the link in the description to our Discord.
Spicy meme chat all the time.
Always and forever. All right. I will, unless anyone stops me, Ozias is going to start walking across the bridge.
This will go with you.
Every step you can feel this incredibly fine black dust that your best friend just turned into.
Can I look at this black dust? Can I identify it at all?
Yeah, make me a survival check at disadvantage.
Not one. I have no clue what this is.
Yeah, you have absolutely no clue.
Which that's rare. Yeah, I continue across the bridge.
But you
then.
can tell what this is not. This is not anything natural of Thylea. This is no stone that you have seen, and you are a rock fan.
Nerd.
You are an expert on all things that rock and roll.
Yeah, pretty much. Especially of Rolling Stones. Anyway, yeah.
Like your
I shall
dad,
continue.
your papa.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who my papa is. Everyone keeps talking about my mom. No one says, "Hey, who's the dad?" But
Your papa was a Rolling Stone.
oh, my papa was a bard. I cross.
You cross the chasm. you feel like the ground beneath your feet stretches. And the further you walk, the further it takes to get there. You all walk together for 8 hours. You gain the benefits of
Wow,
long rest.
it literally does take us 8 hours to cross this thing. Holy crap.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my points are back.
I wouldn't put you guys through a TPK handbook encounter without
Level
giving
encounter.
You, yeah. Even though they do say that's a medium difficulty encounter, and it shouldn't be any problem to a level 5 party.
But CR ratings are largely arbitrary, so. Anything else for shot? Nope, 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 nope.
Let's go ahead and go to the map of Telamock, eh?
Woo!
Telemachia.
Hey,
It's a big map.
What do you say?
Hey, Telemachia. Oh, man.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Can you see nothing?
I see darkness. I see the void.
Oh, let me help. This won't spoil much if I just uncover. Let me turn off dynamic lighting on this map. Here we go.
Animus lighting?
Yeah, that work?
Yep. I can see it.
You guys
Sure.
down here.
Ah, there we are. Okay.
Let me grab a "you are here" real quick. There you go.
Excellent.
As you can see, the 2 other bridges are broken.
Okay, so they're like adjacent bridge. I thought this was like a central bridge that was unbroken, but no, it's 2 adjacent ones. Okay.
Every other bridge in Telamock has been destroyed, ripped apart by some force, or perhaps just by time.
I wish I could investigate
And then
this.
you said there was a big giant bone white mausoleum, which I'm assuming is this guy way up here, right?
There's a giant pyramid, and it lies in front of a giant mausoleum cut into the distance.
Oh, okay.
So that whole hillside is the mausoleum.
Yes. Let's see, which Damon do I like more today? Let's go with. There's only one, but we'll go with this Damon.
Yeah, I like this one better.
Damon.
It's got the Dragonlords. What you call it? Nope, not map.
Order.
Oh, man. Order. That's the one. Sent the other one to the map. Hold on. GM layer. There we go. It'd be real bad if I just sent the whole map to the GM layer, though. That's right. That's what I had to do. Let's go.
Telamock vanishes before your eyes.
That's what you get.
You took too long getting here. Now it's not here anymore. Oh, I have advantage on dex saves again. Oh, I feel happy. It's just me that I feel like we've been walking across this bridge for 8 hours.
That's because it has been.
You definitely feel it deep in your bones. They ache.
My bones haven't felt this sore since I took sparring lessons from Python.
Oh, man. This is gorgeous.
Would you like to let us in on it, or?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay.
Some things take time.
No worries.
Can I play the short rest game and do aid on everybody?
Totes.
So
Absolutely.
Everybody goes up by 10.
Huzzah!
Up HP, right?
That's why my HP was at 97. That's right, because we had done aid and you'd done the short rest game. Shuffle.
Mhm.
That okay.
I also have Gunta back.
Yay.
And he has spent 3 hours chastising me about reconnaissance. About
Dare you?
This is not in my contract, okay? I'm upper management Gunther. I am not lower management Gunther. Send a lower management Gunther next. Okay?
well, that takes an hour to get your other Gunters here, and we didn't have that kind of time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did it take an hour to get me back after I'd been killed?
Well, more like 7.
Yeah. Which do you think is more time efficient?
Well,
That's
the
what I
other,
thought.
well, the other Gunters only have an hour anyways.
Yeah, because they're paid by the hour. I'm an annual. I'm paid annually. Okay.
Salary.
Wait,
Salary,
you
Gunta.
I'm
Wait.
on salary.
Wait, you get paid?
Get paid.
We're
Yeah.
getting paid.
You think I work for you for free? You're my boss.
All right.
But I'm upper management. Okay.
Okay. No more
Yeah.
reconnaissance underneath the bridges.
What?
Thank you.
Somebody summoned
I
the
don't-
Stasi Gunter.
I don't ask for much. I really don't feel like I ask for much. By the way, my PTO is 2 weeks from now.
It's been a long 8 hours. No, somebody redid this map and it looks really great. And I just found it.
Ooh, okay. Are we about to get a whole map change?
Yep.
Ah.
I mean, it's the same shape. It's just better quality art.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Let's see. We are on an 80 by 130, so let's make this 80 by 130.
Live map updates, everyone.
Boom! Look at that.
That is really cool.
Oh, I love
That
the
work?
lighting on the pyramid. Yep. I love the
Oh,
lighting
okay.
on the pyramid.
I do too.
So the guy who did this, it's called Love Maps. So definitely check them out on Patreon if you're running this campaign or you want some maps. His Odyssey stuff is great.
Look at that. Just look at that.
Just look at it.
Would you
Just look at that beautiful map footage.
just look at it, would you? Just look at it.
Roll that beautiful map footage.
All right, but yeah, what would you guys like to do? Is there anything else you think you should do before you finish your 8-hour trek this way?
Oh, right. Do I have any tools to do things for the party? Ba-da-da-da. Da-da. I don't think I do. Where are my tools? Nope. I'm good on my side.
Okay. In that case, you guys cross the bridge. And waiting for you on the other side is this Damon.
Oh.
Let's go here.
What's that?
He's excited. It's okay. A lone figure stands in your path by the middle of this bridge. It wears an ancient but thin mithril armor, now looking dark and dusty and covered by a great cloak. The same metal makes a helmet that hides its true face underneath the cloak. And the cloak is tattered and bellowing that spreads around its body, while a single blade rests on its waist. The only visible parts of his body are his arms, gray and rigid, carrying a burning torch in one hand. Around the stilted figure fly a number of dark butterflies, seemingly ignorant to the cold. As you approach the end of this bridge, there is a vertical stone slab with words written upon its surface. The words read, "Go tell the sky and abyss, thou that passest by, that here, against their laws, we lie."
Hmm. Go tell the Twin Titans that we're here, despite whether they want us to be or not.
That's what I read. Basically,
Yep.
a Finley metal finger.
Mm-hmm. We're here and we're here to stay. Deal with it.
You could stop me, you would have already.
We're here to stay, like an inquisition.
That makes sense. Otherwise, they're still here. It's a place they probably can't touch.
Golden runes are traced along the hems of this figure's cloak, and as you draw closer, he holds out his skeletal hand expectantly, as if awaiting a payment. And those eyes glare in your direction.
Say on the coin, say.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, three of us have coins, right? Ozias, Brontes, and Guile,
Yes.
if I remember correctly.
Guile will walk up and take the coin from around his neck and place it in the palm of the hand.
When you approach, Damon takes it and holds it, and he starts to pull it back, but when he does, he stops. And he holds it up to the sky like this, like a jeweler admiring a piece. He turns to you without a word and looks back at this coin, then turns to you and starts to cast a spell.
Casting Identify on Guile?
No. No, he's casting Meteor Swarm, guys.
God
Oh.
damn it.
No.
Counterspell. No.
Counter spell.
Counter your spell.
No, he
Wait. Oh, that's the thing for this. Break.
he looks at it, and then you see as he points to one of the tombs in the distance with his gnarled finger, skeletal finger, and he hands you the coin back.
Is that someone you want me to go to?
He nods.
Can I bring a friend who doesn't have a coin?
He looks back at you, and he nods.
Dynamis?
What's up? Hi. Yeah.
My coin lets you in. You need to follow me.
Here's +1, buddy.
I have a coin.
Yeah.
Do I need a
The
coin?
figure takes his hand and he points behind him, gesturing for you to pass.
I do.
Okay.
Who's next? Next is Brontez.
Brontes will step up, and he
Let's
will give
see
his
here.
coin.
As you walk, as you go up to him and you hold the coin, he has his hand outstretched, and you walk up to him and you go to present him the burnished Dragonlord coin. He curls his hand into a fist and he leans close to you. And he takes this skeletal face and leans even closer to you. You can see that within his eyes are two great glowing gemstones. And he stares deeply into you. And here we go. First, he hands you. You feel something as he reaches out and puts something in your hand. It is a scroll. And before you get the chance to look at it, you hear a loud breath, stale breath come out of Damon's mouth. And he reaches and he hugs you tightly.
Sort of like surprised by this. He has his hands extended, and he tries to like sort of give back this hug. You remember?
He nods. Then he takes you by the shoulders and sort of pushes you back from the hug, you know? And then he points to a different tomb in the distance.
That one. Okay. I'll just look back nervously at everyone else. I'll start walking there. And Brontes turns to him and he goes.
I start
Do you
going.
take a
with,
+1?
I go with Brontez. We have a child. I look at Damon and go, we have a child together. We kind of got to stick together and whatnot, you know. It's complicated. I point,
Damon will remember this.
It's a baby mama situation.
I point to Kimmy Drax, who's kind of strapped to my back, Baby Yoda style. See, that's our kid.
He regards Kim Jackson. He regards you, and his head swivels and follows you as you pass by Brontez, his gaze never leaving. So much so that he even turns his back on remaining Tanias and Ozias.
I take a deep breath. I look over at Tanias and say, well, my general of the Myrmidons, are you ready for this?
He puts a hand on your shoulder, clasping hard, and he says, I stand with you.
Right. No other way but forward. I will step forward
Damon
with Tanias at my
slowly
side.
turns and he offers his hand out to you.
I take out my burnished coin and I will place it in his hand.
He regards you and pardon me. but he regards you, and he takes the coin, and he puts it inside his jacket, taking your coin. He also took your coin, Brontes. They're gone. Guile got to keep his. Um, but he takes it and he puts it inside his robe, and he looks at you, and he points beyond the pyramid to the far and largest of the mausoleums. And he stands a little bit taller, and you can hear that breath once more. And he leans in close to you, and closer, and close enough to kiss. And when
I-
he's
I
right
don't-
next to your ear, you hear him speak.
Okay.
And he barely whispers this, but we're on mic, so I'm not going to barely whisper because it's going to sound terrible. But he says,
I was there when the curse was laid upon your bloodline. Unlike any in Thylea, devised in tandem by both of the twins. You must find a black tower beneath the stars of the Scorpion. There, the lotus blooms atop. This figure, this lotus witch, knows how to break your curse. This belongs to your line.
and he proceeds to remove his right eye, this great gem, and he puts it in your hand where your coin was.
Uh, thank you. Thank you, Damon.
General.
And then he motions for you to pass.
I step on through.
As you step through, you can see Damon. He turns back to the entrance of Telamock, holding that torch in one hand, and he just watches the bridge. Every so often, you can see the hood turn in your direction on the far side, but then he goes back to watching the bridge. You guys are within Telamock proper. Let me pull up my. Here we go. And coincidentally, the first tomb that he pointed to, the tomb for you, Guile, is right here.
Hey.
Well, then. Hold on, let me adjust the map so we can see. You're talking that one.
Yes, that tomb right there. Isn't this map so gorgeous? I love it.
It's very pretty. I like it. I like the texturing.
Uh,
I love the shading.
Guy will go up to it and kind of look at the outside, try to figure out who, what, when, where.
Yeah, so you guys all go together, right? You're not going to separate in Telamock.
We'll stick together.
Guy
So
will
you
always
go
be
to
within
front-
60 feet of somebody.
So you guys go to the front of this tomb, and you can see there is a great glass door, and the inside of the crypt, beyond the glass door, you can see a large sarcophagus with a proud warrior, well, with a proud warrior engraved upon its lid. Fading murals cover the walls and ceiling of this crypt. They depict that same warrior slaughtering enemies of every kind. Men, women, centaurs, satyrs, cyclopes, gigans, and more. And emblazoned on the plaque outside,
You said a glass door.
it's a great glass door,
Mhm.
yes, very heavy. But on a plaque outside, it says, Telamock our calendar, oath sworn of Tisiphale. Death awaits any who would desecrate the great warrior within. Um, what was that roll? Ooh, let's see what it says. um, mhm. uh, it says, here he lies in state tonight. Great is his monument. Yet war cares not and does not relent. I'll type that out here.
Does the Thistlefale bring a bell to Guile at all?
Nope. Let's see. Human with long wavy hair, rough beard, looks forward with a proud visage, wearing heavy armor, bearing a copus and a shield. The walls and ceiling are covered by faded painting murals depicting the same man, Telemark or Calendar. On the side of the walls, the warrior marches over grasslands and mountains, always with weapon in hand, slaughtering warriors of every kind, mortal men and women, centaurs and minotaurs, cyclopes and gigans, satyrs and nymphs. All of his victims show armament of their own. Some fail to hold them properly and bear no armor. Compared to the Dragonlord, they seem small, afraid, and helpless. On the other side of this tomb, this king stands tall by a fire, side by side with a strong but slender dragon. His arms open wide, he speaks to a large crowd, settlers with hands filled with stone, metal mallets, and chisels. They all look deeply ordinary, people of all ages and sexes, dressed in rags, but their eyes are painted with gleaming determination. This ceiling shows his final days. The man, powerful as ever, raises his spear against an old and frail satyr bearing a staff and dagger, but all she does is laugh. As the foreigner cuts her down, the native points a single finger at him. Later, the man lies dead atop a stone slab, wounded and pale, and something is wrong. A hunched and distorted form shadows in the background and walks away. That's what the murals show, the three murals, wall, wall, roof. Um, and as you regard these three different areas of the tomb, you hear the sound of pressurized air release around that glass door, and you feel the coin that you have brought shake, and the glass door slides open.
Okay, I guess this coin wants to go in.
Do I remember what tomb was robbed when I got the necklace?
I don't believe you found out which tomb it was.
Neurodagon. Gaius identified it as being the property of the Neurodagons. I don't know if it was a specific one, but it was a Neurodagon tomb. I don't know if there's more than one here. Because Gaius said when Dynamis tried to basically sell it to him, he said he's not not one to steal from his cousins, the Neurodagons.
I will take a breath and step into the tomb. Holding the coin in between his thumb and his index finger, kind of seeing if it points him in a direction while he's in there or what.
Let's go ahead and turn the dial. Okay, it's off on this one. So, you head into this tomb, and you can see, let's see. Nope, wrong layer. No, right layer. Give me that. Yep, grab. Here we go. So, this is the man in the murals.
Ah.
And he is identified as Telamock Arkelander. 4th among the Dragonlords. But as you go in, Guile, the sarcophagus starts to shake and rattle, and the lid bursts off. Inside, you see a glaring undead wearing massive armor. It is, let me double check so I can describe it correctly. A breastplate and a shield made out of mithril, a sword glowing with magic in his hand that ignites as he draws it in your direction. And he immediately charges to you, Guile, grabbing you with great ease, putting his forearm against your throat and slamming you against the wall, underneath the chin. You.
Me?
The coin.
Here.
I feel my blood in your veins. Show me your coin.
Here.
He lets go of the sword, and you see as it just starts floating, it points directly at that space between your neck and your shoulder, right there. It just floats and points, floating by magic. And he grabs the coin and he looks at it.
So you're not one of my own after all. My fool of a brother's legacy still spreads like fire and disease for too long.
And he lets you go, and he throws the coin at your feet.
You belong in his tomb.
Damon pointed me here.
He was wrong. You're not mine. Get out.
Who? I don't know who I belong to. I don't know.
My brother.
And that is...
He grabs his sword, and he points it at you, and he says again,
Get out.
Just tell me who your brother is. I'll leave, but I don't know.
all right, let me put you guys on the map as he rolls into initiative.
Oh no.
Let's see. Let's get some PCs in here. I'm glad that you stood your ground. Good for you. There's a Guile. There's an Ozias.
Oh,
There's an
frick.
Eritrea.
Do I
There's a
fit in the
Demon.
room?
Barely.
They're tomes,
There-
yeah. They're big.
Let me throw this back on the GM layer so it doesn't get messed up. And roll into initiative. He gets a plus 11.
Why am I prone and grappled?
I don't know. Fix it.
I am going to use a GM inspiration on this initiative.
Okay.
Good thing I did.
All right. Let me grab this. Oh man, my phone. It's just going off.
But I make the argument for a surprise round.
Yes, he absolutely has a surprise round.
I meant for Dynamis. Because he knew it had to do with blood. All he was going to do is just cut Guile. Just.
What is with you and cutting people?
He said it was the blood.
Quit!
Dynamis, put that away. Where did you even get a sacrificial dagger?
He was just laying on the ground.
Put it back!
Blood for the blood god, skull for the skull throne.
Right? Blood? Come on. Brontes gets it.
Okay, first off, if there was a blood god, why would they want more blood? It is literally their domain.
Because that's what they like.
Yeah,
They
fuck
have
that.
more. That's like offering a sea god salt water. Why would they need more?
Same reason why we offer Pythor war, because he likes it.
Yeah.
Kyra likes music. I mean, I feel like you're confused there, Ozai. I feel like this makes complete sense.
There's a difference between things that are concepts versus things that are physical, material things.
You're the only one here who doesn't understand it.
Telamock looks over at you and he nods. Then he goes back to trying to kill John. Let's see.
I have alert and I go before him. Just saying, he didn't do better than me.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Telamock has ambuscade. But we'll get to the surprise round. Don't you worry, none.
I'm still allowed to have ambuscade.
What?
You banished me from ambuscade. He gets ambuscade?
Yes, he's a Dragonlord. He has it from an item.
Say I was banned from having ambuscade.
All right, that's a 27, a 27, and a 27.
God damn.
Yeah.
You rolled great. Holy
yeah.
smokes. All right, so that will be 10 necrotic with the first and a con save. Good. And then we've got 15 slashing and 6 necrotic. And then 14 slashing and 2 necrotic. So total of 47.
Ow.
Blam, blam, blam. And then with his bonus action, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw. It's DC 16. If you fail, you lose 2 hit dice. If you don't have 2 hit dice to lose, you go to 0 hit points.
Did we have the temp that's on the character token, or it says 12?
I would imagine that you would have your temp from your inspiring leader, however much that is. I don't think it's 12. Oh wait, it might be 12.
Where is it? Inspiring.
He can roll pretty high.
Inspiring leader isn't a roll; it's your level plus your charisma.
Level plus charisma. I am level 6, and my charisma is 5.
So 11.
So 11.
Because
Everybody else, make sure that you have your 11 hit points.
so that would
I have
take that
24.
to 36. And con save.
Yep, DC 16. If you fail, you lose 2 hit dice. If you don't have any hit dice to lose, you die.
How about a 25?
All right, you save. Let's see. That brings us to the top of the surprise round. Eritrea, you said you're alert.
I am alert.
All right. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna throw my hammer at him. Well, I'm gonna first turn to Brontez and go. I can hit this guy, right? Or is Damon gonna curse me? You know what? We'll figure this out. You know what? I'm just gonna do this first. You know what? We'll figure it out after.
Figure this out in post.
We can talk to. Oh, okay. Don't hit my face, please.
We started it. 24 to hit. Let me turn bless off because that's from last fight.
Let's see. 24 will hit.
Second attack. Bonus action. Not doing throwing weapon master, so it's just one attack as a bonus action, so it's 3 hits.
Let's see. 24, 22, and 25 all hits, so you will deal. Okay, so we're looking at favorite enemy, thrown weapons. It's not a bane, so he doesn't get that. Turn that off. So
Okay.
just 6. So 9 and 6 is 15. He'll take 7. 13 and 6 is 19. He'll take 9. And 18 and 6 is 24. He'll take 12. And then the thunder is going to be 1 plus 4 plus 1. 34 points of damage to him. He doesn't seem bothered. He doesn't seem to barely even notice.
Let me get a check on that.
Best you get, he's resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, just like Dynamis gets whenever he's angry.
Okie dokie.
But he's not resistant to thunder.
I'm not going to make that comment out loud.
That's why he probably died, right?
That's what I was thinking, but I mean, I kind of look at it and go, no, and I just got to look at Brown and go, no, and he knew this guy. I'm not going to.
Oh no.
All right, that's a 27, a nat 20, and a 15.
The 15 will miss.
Okay. And then we're going to need 2 Constitution saving throws. The first is the DC 13 against your hit point max going down. The second is the hit dice trick.
25 and 11.
You lose 2 hit dice.
Okay.
You will take 10 necrotic plus. We're doing brutal crits, right?
No.
Nope.
17
See the chat. It literally says it in the
plus
chat.
11 necrotic, and then the 15 will miss. So you will take 38 points of damage this round and lose 2 hit dice. And he says, "The legacy of Estor's gone on long enough. I'll end his line today." Brontez.
I'm gonna immediately see if I can cast Calm Emotions. I'm gonna see if I can appeal to him.
Let's see. What kind of is there a save for that? Is it wisdom save, charisma save?
It's Christmas save.
Oh my gosh. 14.
He fails. I'll go ahead and I'll try talking to him, and I'll try saying to him, "Please, we mean no harm here. Telamock, please look at me."
You, brother, get out.
Get out.
I wait for mine.
I know you wait for yours, but he is coming to seek for answers. He does not deserve this plight. We have history together, each one of us. Why not talk about it? There's anger in you, brother.
You feel
wish
like
there
him letting you leave is the best option that you can get out of this.
Oh damn.
Um, that is him calmed.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because he stopped stabbing your friend. Make me a history check, Brontes.
Gotcha.
Mm.
The first king of Mitros was well known to be a vicious man.
Yep. Okay.
Not the other kind of brother, Dynamis.
Okay. I'll go ahead and says, well, if we cannot appeal to you in such a way, I wish to take my friend and we see if we can unhand him. So I'll just go over to him and see if I can get him out of his grasp. If he's still willing to pick a fight, Brontes will try to defend Guile best he can.
Do you guys leave, or are you going to continue to fight?
That'll be up to Guile. What do you wish to do here?
This was the tomb Damon pointed me to. It's the tomb my coin opened. I'm not leaving without answers.
In that case, I'll be ready to speak his language.
He did give you some answers.
I was gonna say, as Eritrea, I was gonna say, I think
There's
he did
answers.
Guile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the answer was Estor, so I think we need to go to a different tomb.
Or it's Brontes.
I'm not so sure about that.
Your family is in a different
Dynamis,
tone.
I pat Dynamis on the head. Good job for thinking, buddy. Good job.
Yeah, brother. It's simple, right? He said, "Go see my brother," and here he is.
Guile, let's leave this angry man to his own place.
Wait, you guys are leaving me?
No, you're coming with us.
No,
No,
the
you're
other
our angry man.
The,
The other angry man that doesn't belong to us.
this
Alright.
this angry man. We're leaving.
May you find peace, but then solace in the silence.
Who saw us?
Just get out of the tomb.
Push Dynamis first.
Alright.
Guile?
Fine.
Alright.
Deniers will start to nurse your 74 missing hit points. Let's see what I can do. 32 and 32 is 64, so you'll be missing 10 hit points and you get 2 counters. That's pretty good. Put 2 on you.
Guile, I know your coin led us to this tomb. But even if that doesn't necessarily get us a direct answer.
I missed my token. It's supposed to be that token.
That is a really cool token, I'm not gonna lie.
That's a good token.
That's the guy that attacked you. That's the Telamock that you met.
But Guile, this implies that you are of the line of Estor. That you are of the Arcalander bloodline. You're of Estor's bloodline. Did you have any idea?
No, my mother and father are history people that live in the woods outside of whatever that town is.
Yes, but you said you had a lot of siblings, yes?
Yeah.
Are you certain that none of your siblings were perhaps orphans?
You know, I never asked. They were just always It's in the middle. No one paid attention to me, so I never asked.
I mean, do you look like your siblings? Do they all have blonde hair? Do you all have the same eyes, ears? Not the
It's-
pointy end, but actually the bottom part. I hear that's a better indicator.
I am a half elf, so there's some with more pointy ears than others. A little bit different, but they're all close enough.
Are all of your siblings half elves?
No. I don't know.
Kyle, I want you to think about this for a moment. If all of your siblings all came from the same mother and father, and they are all your siblings, full-blooded, wouldn't you all be half elves?
It feels like it'd be 50-50, really.
Yes, but it's in the same body. No?
Okay.
But
Kyle, if
I don't know. It's a dream I had. It's a prophecy from your wife, the Oracle Versi. I don't know. I don't know anything. It says I have to figure out who my father is, avenge my mother. I don't even know if she's alive. I don't even know if my mother's my mother, my father's my father's, my siblings. All I got is a very angry uncle and a possible Estor.
Kyle, I'm going to ask a very pointed question. Are either of your parents of elvish descent?
Um, I don't,
No?
no. I kind of left that part when I wrote my backstory kind of unwritten, so I just don't know.
Kyle, you may want to sit down for a moment.
One was a half
Um,
elf, but the other was a human.
One was a half elf, one was a human.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
The father was a half elf, and I think my mother's human.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Gaia, there might be a possibility, just a possibility, that your parents might not actually be your blood parents. You might somehow be of the House of Arklander.
So there was that dream. It's a king of Astoria. Wouldn't hear my mother, and we ended up in a ship, but I was choking on seawater, so that might make sense.
John, do I know about the rumors about King Acestus Arklander?
What rumors?
Can't remember if this is canon here, but about his
It
mistresses.
is well known that he has dalliances with his concubines. Is that to what you refer?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so that's well known and established. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. It's every girl's dream.
So one's kind of
'Cause he's-
popular, isn't it? And named, isn't it?
'Cause
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a
he's
common
rich,
one.
handsome, and
that's
strong.
popular.
Yeah, his favorite concubine currently is named Bella.
Well, Gael, it could be possible that, don't take this the wrong way, but you might be a whoops baby.
That would make a lot of sense, actually. I don't fit in anywhere. Whoops.
No, that's not true. You fit in
Fit in
here.
here, brother.
Exactly.
You really do fit in here.
And I don't mean Telamock. This place sucks.
I just apparently met my uncle. He tried to freaking kill me.
No offense,
I mean-
Damon.
I mean, Ozias tried to kill Dynamis. Dynamis' uncles tried to kill him a lot. you
Wait.
know?
Does this mean that I actually might be related to you guys? I'm in this messed up circle thing.
Maybe. Who knows?
Because Buntes, aren't you a Aucklander or something?
I start this actually.
Close enough.
Wait. Does that make us almost cousins?
If you think about it,
If he's of the Arklander bloodline, and it would make you cousins-in-law.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh God, that means I'm walking around with two heirs to two kingdoms.
Ha! You're babysitting.
Oh.
Oh man, no wonder we get along. We keep giving him aneurysms. That makes so much sense.
It's that.
No wonder my deaths have gone up in frequency since I joined this group. There's two heirs to two kingdoms to try and kill me.
Well, that would make sense. One of my brothers did call me a royal pain in the ass.
A sound bellows across the plains of Telamock, and you hear a great, righteous roar.
wait a minute. Do I know what that sound of that roar sounds like? Have I heard something like
Sounds
that before?
much like the butcher.
Oh yeah. That thing's still out there. As much as I would like
Wait,
to.
did that sound like it?
Go
That
ahead.
sound like it came from outside of Telamock or from inside Telamock?
Make a perception check.
Can I join on that?
God.
Yeah, you can give the help action.
Oh, I have
Okay,
that.
14.
Inside Telamock.
That Brontes, I don't think he's waiting outside. I think he is
Make a
inside
survival check.
somewhere.
A disadvantage. Someone.
Oh,
Eritrea would have advantage, technically.
I'll say I'm trying to roll, but my character sheet isn't rolling. Babe, can you roll it for me? I rolled 20 crash as soon as I was about to make a perception check.
Okay, 1 second.
I use my very limited knowledge of Amazonian hand signals to signal Eritrea to check around or do whatever.
You've been around me for like 10 years. You'd know most
All right,
of it. I think.
advantage and disadvantage cancel out. She gets a 29.
Damn.
Eritrea,
All
your
right, let's see.
weapon still does bane to monstrosities. It's a 24-hour
No, that's
thing.
why I pulled it out as soon as I heard him because I'm gonna hit him with it.
I'm gonna hit him. Beneath the ice and snow, you can see tracks, which look like bull hooves running to and from the necropolis. They are too close together to be a proper bull, more akin to something with 2 legs than 4. A minotaur moves through here with regularity.
Could I assume that he's around here, that the tracks are here enough to assume that this is where he kind of likes to hang out?
Yes. And as you're taking a look around, since you're not far from the entrance, you can see these tracks go to and from past Damon a lot.
Fantastic. Heads up would have been nice, but you know what? Okay.
I mean, you guys are only like, 40 feet from the entrance.
He could have warned us about, the butcher, being his like stomping ground, quite literally. Hey, by the way, when you go to these tombs, there's gonna be a giant angry minotaur trying to kill you.
So there's a tomb here, 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 and one way on the far end that Damon pointed at for Brontes. Let's see. That one is here.
Y'all pick. I'm gonna keep an eye out while we walk.
I vote something not related to me fully. I'm done with family for a moment.
The closest one is up this little pathway here, and then on this like second plateau. There's two. There's one there and one there.
Were those pointed out to us? As in, hey, you
No,
go
they
here.
weren't, but they're there. They're the two closest. The only other one that was pointed out to you was the one for Brontes way on the other side, and the one for Ozias behind the pyramid, the greatest of them all.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to check the two here just so we know who's there? Because I have a feeling I have to talk to Estor.
I would personally, I would very much enjoy being able to see all these tombs. This is the final resting place of the Dragonlord.
He's kind of a nerd, guys. I don't know if he has journals.
I really am.
If y'all decide, I'll go with y'all. I'm gonna keep an eye out for the butcher, though. I don't want him to sneak up on us while we're doing this.
Good idea.
Let's make our way from tomb to tomb, ending at Ozias's, which is the furthest away, yeah?
All right. Let's see if we can go
You
down
guys go up this little up this little ramp here, and then up and across to this tomb.
Yes.
Sounds like
Okay. So you get to the front of this tomb, and it says, hold on, let me text. Once again, when you get to the front of this tomb, there's that great glass door. It could be opened with enough strength. They look very heavy, but functional. But when you get to the front of there, it says, number 4, Adonis Neredagon, oath sworn of Raspitrion, most beautiful of the Dragonlords. If but his sword work had been so beautiful, death awaits any who would desecrate the great warrior within. Inside this tomb, blam! An elegant sarcophagus hewn from bright white marble stands in the center of this tomb. The lid is carved in the likeness of a handsome warrior with sharp facial features, long wavy hair, and polished eyes. He wears a breastplate that is more ornamental than practical. It is covered in too many details and shapes, sockets for jewelry, and spiraling dragons. Here we go. Spiraling dragons. The walls and the ceiling offer colorful sculpted depictions of great battle of the First War, but there's a clear emphasis on the Dragonlord's figure and shape rather than his prowess. Every panel clearly exhibits his sculpted face, the shiny and colorful gems inserted in his armor and weapons, the strands of his long, beautiful hair, and vivid purple cloak billowing in the wind.
This is Aesop's husband.
Unfortunately, the art that I have is nothing near what I described, so give me a second while I scramble through my library here.
Gotcha.
I suppose as we stand outside this, Zaius would Brontes, is the final resting place of one of your companions. Did you have any words?
I found all my words. I only wish that I could have spent more time with them. It is.
Wish granted. And the door slams shut. No, I'm just playing.
Just to get sucked in.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Oh, it was good. It was good. It was funny.
Are we inside the tomb, or are we still just standing outside of it beyond the glass door?
Outside the great glass door. The glass door has not opened or anything.
Okay. I think Ozias would take a moment and just say, Lord Neurodegan, I don't know if you are able to hear us or anything, but I would to pass along the regards of your husband, Aesop. He remembers you still, and he misses you greatly. You are, and forever will be. Damn. That's not what I say. You are, and forever will be, his great love.
I think he would accept that you are always and have forever been. Damn.
I was gonna say that might be the better answer. Yeah. As you say this, the coffin and sarcophagus rumbles and shakes, and you see a hand reach out and give you a thumbs up before reaching and closing the lid.
Opens up slightly, hand reaches out, picks up a mirror nearby, and then brings it back in. Closes it.
Hey, so can I leave the necklace here with your neodymium friend?
I think you could, yes. Don't really think it would be appropriate to open it unless he opened it on the inside, but perhaps if you place it just near the crack of the door, he'll get to it when he can. Anyone else realizing that some of these bodies are still inhabited?
Make a perception check, Ozias.
Oh no, I'm really bad at these.
Or someone else.
But I roll like a god. 20 or 23 if someone's giving guidance.
I did.
23.
If this is related to the butcher, I was specifically keeping watch for him.
It's not.
Okay.
Give yourself a passive +5 to your passive perception. Say,
Okay,
inspire
so you
you.
inspire her for that?
Yeah.
All right. It doesn't look like anything has been anywhere near this for a very long time, Ozias. This doesn't look like this was the tomb that was robbed.
Actually, Dynamis, now that I look at it, there's no footprints in the dirt. There's no indication of any of the dust having been moved or disturbed for a very long time. Perhaps Commander Gaius was wrong. The necklace did not belong to the Neurodegan. Strange. Well, I'm sure we'll find.
What's up?
I was going to say, I'm sure we'll find signs of. If we look at these tombs, we should be able to find signs who the necklace was taken from, and might be able to leave it for its inhabitants.
Well, why don't we just ask them? They would probably know.
Tomb
What?
I was
That's-
making sure I flashed a picture of this tomb.
Oh yeah, we saw
Okay,
it.
I didn't have to.
It was pretty.
Why don't we ask the dead people who got robbed? They might know.
What? Well, because the last time we asked one a question, Guile got stabbed.
6 times.
Very quick succession.
We can use investigative reasoning to figure out which one was probably robbed Dynamis without Guile getting stabbed by every single Dragonlord in here.
So what,
Take a
they
look
all
around.
want to stab Guile?
No. Well, I mean, we don't know.
We'll just
Please
see.
no.
We use for powers of observation.
Oh, bless you, Guile.
Thank you.
Got to be careful about breathing in the. Got to be careful about this black dust in the air.
It apparently is very allergic to the mythical sand dust things.
I hand him another handkerchief.
You know, these Dragonlords have some of the greatest and most powerful treasures and weapons and armors of magical design within the entire land, and they're just sitting there waiting to be taken.
John, we've already made 2 deals with the Fates. We're not making more deals to get people out of.
If a single one of you steals anything, I will throw you off the cliff.
Don't look at me. My grandfather can do better than this.
Well,
I'll throw him off the cliff.
Technically, that stab look is.
Eritrea, every one of these weapons were made by your grandfather.
See, we get kind of stuff like this every year for Vulcanalia. But I
Each
feel
of
like
these would be as powerful, if not greater, than the hammer that you wield. And Ozias, you feel that sting of greed.
I pushed that down by saying to myself, Dragon doesn't need to steal from the dead. A dragon takes gold from those who don't deserve it, but you don't desecrate the dead. Not like some.
Yeah, make a wisdom saving
rat.
throw. I believe that's the mechanic,
God
isn't it?
damn it! I don't know. Do I see jewels?
Yes.
I'm going to take this at advantage using an inspiration. Natural 20.
I think that works. You do. You push this feeling deep down. Deep down.
All right, I think I should be good for a bit.
for this indigestion.
Try not to. No, remember when we talked about that one time about that drive for
Yeah.
treasure?
The indigestion.
Sure, indigestion. But I'm managing. I'm managing.
Hope we are. There's still plenty more places to go.
Yes. I'm excited to see more. We move on to the next home, and I don't get dropped down to 1 maximum hit point.
All right, you go to tomb number 5. All right, so tomb number 5. As you approach the outside of this tomb,
That's my favorite number.
yeah, right. As you go to the outside of this tomb, the plaque on the outside reads, "Estor Arkelander, oath sworn of Akrania. Death awaits any who would desecrate the great warrior within. This warrior was violent to native folk, and even more threatening to his countrymen. Estor, beloved of the bloodiest battles." And as you approach, Guile, your coin starts to vibrate once more, and the great glass door opens.
Ah, crap.
Your eyes are pulled down to the center of this tomb, where a blood-red sarcophagus rests. It bears the visage of a man with a furrowed brow, eyes wide open in a gaping mouth, screaming in rage yet smiling slightly. The walls and the ceiling are adorned with disturbing murals. Rather than heroic battles, the carvings depict a tall, broad man wielding a large blade one handed. Um, let's see, where is my Estor picture? Here we go. Beautiful stuff. Large blade, one handed. Raising it against unarmed dryads, satyrs, minotaur children, and even settlers. It is gorily detailed. Limbs are cut off of some figures. Others bear faces forever frozen in terrified screams, and many are impaled deeply by this Dragonlord's blade. None of it is painted except for the blood. Red dominates the images, with every drop depicted, every splatter, every spray. Some victims show tear lines upon their cheeks. The ceiling panel is particularly chilling. The man raises his sword against an unarmed group of six-armed giants. One of them, larger than the others, rises against the warrior despite the clear fear in his eyes. The others, too small, cower in fear. Behind the Dragon Lord is a dragon in an unexpected pose. It lies on the floor, with its front legs spread forward and open palms pointed to the sky, bowing as he stands on its head. The dragon is wide-eyed, facing the man, and its long jaws open as if screaming in pain.
Ozias walks away from this tomb.
You walk away, but this tomb lies open.
Hand on Guile's shoulder.
I don't want to be related to this guy.
I don't want to be related to Sidon, but I mean, we don't choose who we're born being related to.
It begs the question, do I really want the answers? Yeah, I do.
Whatever your past you may inherit, just know that it's not you.
Yeah, well, this apple fell exceptionally far from the tree.
And maybe because of that, they'll finally produce the right fruit.
I like apples.
All right. Let's go try and talk to this one. Guy will walk in. This time he's kind of holding the coin in front of him, like.
You walk in and you hold it, and there you are, coward. And the sarcophagus lid shakes and falls. Your coin starts to glow brightly. And as you look, this grave is empty.
Lord Estar, where are you?
Only silence answers you. Your coin now gains the benefits of the minor magical item that you chose at character creation. It acts as a stone of luck.
Oh, cool.
I believe that's a +1 to saves and skill checks, but double check. But importantly, it does not take an attunement slot. It will only work for you.
Cool.
As you look around, your eye sort of glances towards the exit and you contemplate leaving this empty tomb, and you get this sickening feeling in the pit of your stomach that perhaps one day you will be the one forced to fill it. And then you hear that big, thick, deep laughter once more echo throughout this room, and then more silence.
Gal's like, you know what? At least I'm standing here, not just laughing. I asked questions I wish answered.
I'll be seeing you soon.
Of course. Like everyone else, leave on a question mark. I'm related to. He looks back to whoever's behind him and's like, this is technically could be like a great grandfather. It's like, can I take some of his stuff and it'd be okay, or is this still grave robbing?
Make a religion check, someone.
Here.
Not the best.
Will help anybody. Guidance, even.
I'll go ahead and I'll give it a shot, and I'll inspire myself.
Guidance.
Go. Alright, there we go. So the most I got is a 7, and let's roll that religion check. So 14 plus 7. And how much is the guidance?
It's a D4. But a 21's going to work.
Alright.
Your D4 won't change the outcome. A 21. This tomb feels different than the other two tombs you went to. It doesn't feel consecrated. But there's really nothing of value in here.
So no one disturbed this place.
The tomb of Telamock and the tomb of Adonis, they both felt like holy places. This one feels like nothing.
What happened, Estor?
Make an investigation check.
I'll do that. You know what? I'll do another inspire. I'll do it for myself too. That's a nat 1, but let's see if I can get any higher. 7. Do I have an inspiration? Sorry, not inspiration.
You still have guidance technically because it didn't let you roll it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's see if it does anything. It's a 3. So
14?
Yep.
There is one picture that seems almost hidden. It is behind a statue of the man. And as you look, you see clearly it is a picture of Telamock and a picture of Estor standing in front of an empty grave. And they appear to be swearing a blood oath.
Ooh.
Dynamis style.
Hey, did you see that picture?
I mean, you see Brontez looking at it. It's easy enough for you to see it.
Yeah.
There'll be no living with him now.
Wait a minute, he's... I don't like this.
I pull a dagger out.
Wearing a blood oath that carries immense weight, but to who? To what? Guile,
Yeah.
you're seeing what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
Brought this falls his own spit. We'll figure this out. You'll have your answers. And I'll have mine. Brontes puts his hands behind his back and he begins to sort of pace outside the tomb.
I think Ozias is pacing outside the tomb too, so you guys just kind of walk in circles.
Rutez, you've heard these stories about the viciousness of Telamock and the bloodlust of Estor, the Archlander's brothers. But when you think back, you remember they were young. They were nearly kids. They weren't this. Something changed.
Something did change them. They influenced the children, the next generation of them. This is different. Go ahead.
Just who was he swearing the blood oath with again? I was reading things. I missed that.
Telamock, his brother.
Oh.
Yeah, it appears a picture of Telamock Archelander and Estor Archelander swearing a blood oath in front of an empty grave.
Dynamis will walk up to Brontes.
Yes.
Place a dagger in his hand and go.
We didn't hear that last part. It was too quiet.
He just places the dagger in his hand and goes, "You know what to do."
Okay. I appreciate the gesture, but I don't think that will solve anything.
Just go. It's okay.
Okay. Telamock, I need answers from him. Ozias.
What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very.
No. You don't need to
Very-
apologize. I know what he represents. I know what is the history behind him.
Oh, does he
This-
need one too?
It wasn't supposed to be this way. They were nothing like this when they were younger. They were small children. Something changed. They never had... I could never see them become this. The only person that I can talk to, and he's right there in that tomb.
You want to go and talk to Telamock?
I want to talk to Telamock.
Find out what? That the man who saved my life is a murderer. Is that what you want to find out? It's right there in the walls!
I know what it depicts. I know what kind of feelings that you feel. I feel as if as a family member to all these people, to a friend, it wounds me more than you can possibly think. So much so that I don't feel anger, I just feel pity and sadness.
Perhaps more answers will be found later on in Telamock.
I know there will. There's many more
And if
things
not,
you have to consider.
we can ask Damon on the way out. He was there, right?
Or Aesop.
We'll find our answers.
I feel humiliated.
I didn't know.
I have heard the stories about Estor long before I even knew you. And I defended him. I called it lies made up by the followers of the Titans. And this is the Dragonlords themselves. His families, his friends, the people who would think the best of him. And they see him, his hands are shaking. They would see him as a slaughterer and a murderer, and they would put that on his grave.
You know, we all just heard that voice while you were out here, and it said that he would be seeing Guile soon. So stay close to Guile and ask him yourself.
That's a fair point.
There's no body there.
That's concerning.
There is no body there. Estor Arklander does not lie here.
So his body is somewhere else?
That's terrifying.
It gives me great pause to know one of my family, one of my great friends, the descendants, is not here. There are too many things that are wrong here, before I suspect of everything. Things just don't make sense.
Estor
Before-
Archelander, third amongst the Dragonlords, does not rest here.
I'm sorry, it's going to take a little bit of time before I calm down.
Take your time.
Let's I'm sorry. This isn't even about me. Guile, were you able to find what you needed here? Something to indicate some kind of answer for you?
This coin is. You know how somehow feels luckier. But I am left with no
Sorry.
answers. Other than the fact
When you
that
came
my
here, you didn't know who you were or where you come from. At least now you know where your bloodline comes from.
No,
You're an heir to a Dragonlord.
I am heir to genocide of one of my dearest friend's peoples.
But that's not you. Guile, that is not you.
You're anything but what these walls depict Estor as.
True.
We have a lot of questions in our heads. Telamock should give us these. That and Damon. We should figure this out as we continue to peruse this place. Brontes looks kind of angry right about now. He's like smacking his lips, kind of trying to tuck something inside himself. I'm gonna go to the next tomb.
All
I need
right.
to know.
Yeah. So, what we find now is that there is a tomb down here, and then there is a tomb here, here, and here. There's two down one level, back on the first level. One right there and one right there. And then up one level, there's one here, there's one here, and then there's one up there.
Is there one in the hole in the middle of the room?
You mean this space?
No.
Yeah.
So each of those circles there, they are pillars covered in carvings. Looks like carvings of words.
Do we want to head upwards to, it looks like the three up there, and then make our way downwards to the two below us?
Let's go. We should do that.
Yes. Yes. Upwards.
Let's go.
You make it to here, number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You get to the outside of this tomb. Let me just catch up on my notes here. Here we go. And it says, Rezon Phobos, Oathsworn of Sibyl Corax. Death awaits any who would desecrate the great warrior within. She observed our fearful fetters, marched to confront the encroaching darkness. Now we extol her excellence. Bravely, she died for us. The sarcophagus at the center of this room, made of gray marble, exhibits a well-postured woman with short hair, sharp facial features, strong arms, and heavy mithril armor. Her eyes are closed, and a peaceful, light smile adorns her visage. A large makhara is depicted around her waist, horizontally, as if laid down, and on her hip sits a chakram. The walls and ceiling are adorned not with murals, but colorful glass mosaics carefully put together. In them, the same woman rides an enormous dragon, much larger than the ones depicted in the former mosaics, a large red dragon. She bears the Makara, a shield, and a long spear on her back. The artwork uses yellow pieces to show the mighty sun bouncing off of her armor, making it look almost celestial in nature and marvelous. Beneath her are hordes of native figures against which she dives and battles relentlessly. Most of these scenes have her fighting a number of large, powerful minotaurs with enormous axes, and her defeating them swiftly. On the ceiling, there is a final panel surrounded by 6 large minotaur skulls etched in stone. It shows the cursed beings now bowing to her, heads lowered, hands supplicant, their weapons broken and tossed away as she shows them mercy. Here lies Rezon Phobos, second among the Dragonlords.
I'm gonna take notes for Corinna because this is her ancestor, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm gonna actually pull out my journal and take notes for Corinna.
Eritrea, she has a chakram at her waist. Isn't that an Amazonian woman?
Yeah.
Is Rizon Phobos related to the Amazons?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly wasn't paying attention when they were teaching history, important stuff. We could ask Neri. Neri would remember important stuff like that.
I'm sorry.
She also uses a spear and a shield. Out of curiosity, do her facial features look at all similar to Eritrea's?
I mean, they're both attractive women with sharp pointed facial features. As far as trying to connect a bloodline, her facial features look a whole lot like Corinna.
Okay.
And Corinna and Eritrea do not look that much alike to each other.
Okay.
And as you're looking around, you can see spikes along the outside of this this tomb. Um, Dozens and dozens of spikes about that long that all come out and they're all pointed upwards, curved upwards.
Hmm. And they all come up and out.
They all come out and then up, like that.
Do they look like minotaur horns?
You know, they are paired.
Okay.
Are they actual minotaur horns or are they stone minotaur horns?
Do you go touch them?
I go and I walk up and I take a look at them, and just in case they're real, I try not to touch them.
You tap them with a stick or a knife or something.
Yeah. I know
Sounds like
stone, so
memory.
if it's stone. There are their horns. Actual minotaur horns.
You know, if she somehow is connected to the Amazons, my hatred for these things kind of makes sense right about now.
Perhaps she maybe didn't find Themis, but perhaps she trained them. She built them up and showed them how to use a chakram. Perhaps that is her mark upon the land, on the people.
Makes sense. More than 500 years. I mean, that kind of.
One thing I would say that you do notice is in none of these pictures is she actually using a chakram. It's always on her hip. She's always using that makara, the big two-handed sword. It's a two-handed curved sword for mounted combat. Then again,
So then maybe
you never
was
saw Eritrea use a chakram either until like a week ago.
yeah.
I was gonna say that doesn't mean much. That actually kind of makes us more similar.
Or it could even be the opposite, where she was given a chakram
It's like a gift.
as a gift. Yes, it's a way of the Amazonians honoring her, perhaps.
Like a sisterhood, like she's welcome there, kind of thing. Friend of thing.
Yes.
I mean, I could see that. But yeah, she's female. That makes sense. She'd be the only one that'd be allowed on Themis anyways. I mean, that makes sense. How detailed is her chakram? Like, does it look like it's actually a chakram, or does it look like how Pythor always described them as like this plates with the hole in the middle?
Go ahead and make for me a perception check.
It looks plain and boring. That's a good way of saying, oh, Yeah, it probably was just something she was dealing with.
That is good.
What'd you get?
Nat 20 for 28.
It is very clearly made out of mithril and carved with arcane sigils.
Do I see the arcane symbols enough to like write them down for Guile for later?
I mean, with a nat 20, that's pretty clear.
I'm also standing right here. I can look.
Yeah, I'm gonna point them out and to Guile and. You see those arcane symbols there? Does it does mean anything to you? I don't.
Do they?
Make an Arcana check. Oh.
24.
That is an incredibly magical weapon. The best you figure, it's Vorpal.
Damn.
Where'd I find that? I'm not taking it from her, but I mean. Can I tell if my grandfather made that too?
I mean, you're not looking at the weapon itself, you're looking at a drawing of a weapon. It looks incredibly well done. But when you saw Telamock, all his stuff was made by Vulcan.
That's what I was kind of. Okay, because I mean, like, seamstresses and people, they leave like a tag or like an artist leave a signature. I didn't know if my grandfather left like a signature on his weapons either, you know.
He does. He makes things out of mithril.
Oh.
He's the only person who can make things out of mithril.
Right. I need to talk to my grandfather. Shocker.
Would that be something that can be arranged? Well then.
If we find that, I mean, it could be like a good gift for Corinna if we found it.
Maybe she'll get it as a gift whenever we bring her here. Oh, Dynamis, why are you shaking your head?
We don't need anybody else with curses.
Oh, I mean, I'm not taking it. I was gonna hopefully hope that Corinna, the lineage of Rezon Phobos, would be like blessed with it or something, you know, because she's the heir to the Phobos line. She's just kind of oath bound to me to do what I say now. So I mean, I'm kind of like her bodyguard thing.
It's not robbery if it's family.
Then it's just inheritance, right?
Exactly.
I don't want to give it to you, but we'll see.
Next tomb?
Next tomb.
All right, so the next tomb is right up here. Tomb number 7. Interesting, interesting. I forgot to type it while you guys were doing stuff. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I love this history, guys. I love the history.
Oh, yeah.
As you approach, the plaque says Cosmophobus, second oath sworn of Balmitria, son of Xander, son of Rezon Phobos. Death awaits any who would desecrate the great warrior within. Here Cosmo, son of Xander, now rests in holy sleep. Say not that the good die young, friend. Let gods and mortals weep. With this one, a gray marble sarcophagus rests in the middle of the room. Incredibly modest. It depicts the body of a short-haired, beardless man wearing a formal himation. A coppice rests on his waist, and a bow is visible on his back, but there's no armor or shield in sight. His face looks tired beyond his young years. Along the walls, colorless murals reveal the life of a new generation of Dragonlord, not thrown into war and conquest, not necessarily burdened with kinghood or a grand goal to achieve. They show stages of the man's life, hunting with an enormous lion, hunting an enormous lion with a bow in his young teenage years, storing weapons and going on to speak with and offer counsel to figures of apparent importance, lion by his side, and sitting alone around a table where rest a suit of armor and a shield, carved with emblems of the order. He seems constantly lonely. The last mural on the ceiling, however, evokes different emotions. The man raises the hilt of a kopis to a beautiful young woman with a large muscular build. Her eyes are confident and determined, and the man looks happy and satisfied. Let's see. I think I have art of. I said Cosmo, right? Cosmo.
Yep. Cosmophobus.
There he is. Everyone get to see Cosmo?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Look at him twice.
Wait a second. Did it say you was beardless?
It did. In the pictures where he's a young man, he is beardless. In the pictures where
Okay.
he's an old man, he's got a beard and braids. Dwarvish braids.
Hmm.
The entire tomb seems to be covered in black gel.
Black gel?
Yep.
Wish to investigate this black gel.
You would have to open the great glass door. Make me a DC 25 athletics check, please.
All right. Would this be considered desecrating the tomb in any way? If I touch this door?
If you touch the door, no.
Okay. All right. DC. Let's see here.
Holy smokes, Montez.
Really good. Really close.
Don't give me a guidance. Anybody?
You've got guidance. Go ahead.
Oh shoot. Okay.
I would have, but I had to refresh Roll20 because it crashed on me.
Yeah. Holy crap!
Montez, you dig in, and with the strength of giants, you rip this great glass door off of the tomb.
That might be desecrating. You broke it.
Proud of you.
As you do, you are beset by the strong smell of citrus.
Okay. That's citrus.
Oh, you know it's clean.
Definitely smells nice. Well, clean. I'll go ahead and see if I can start investigating this black gel. Why is this tomb depicted with all of this?
You go up to the black gel.
I try to investigate it, yes.
Make me an investigation check.
Absolutely. That's an at 20.
Ooh.
You go and you investigate this gel, and you're looking at it, and it's strange because of how quick it moves as you start poking and prodding it, and then it shoots out towards you. You take 25 points of acid damage, and you have a cumulative -1 to AC.
Oh, wow.
It's an ooze.
I knew it. I knew it. You said black gel. I knew it. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a freaking ooze. It's gonna kill us.
It seems inert.
Who put freaking oozes in here? Why?
People who wanted to keep the place clean and also wanted to keep it safe.
Is there
Damon,
sometimes
that's an immortal. Why can't he just clean it with, like, snapping his fingers?
is there sometimes significance with Phobos in relationship to these slimes or oozes?
None that you can tell with the pictures.
Gotta make sure I have a -1 AC to that now. Okay.
Perhaps it is make each one a different sort of defense, different sort of trap. That way, even if grave robbers get through one tomb, the next one will have a surprise they can't anticipate.
It's the case.
But you should probably come back outside of the tomb. I say from the door where I have not walked into the tomb at all.
I'll see if I can bring back the door and put it back in place.
Make me a DC 25 athletics check.
I may need some help.
You got this. We believe in you.
I'll help him.
Thank you,
You
Dynamis.
giving a help action, or you gonna do it for him?
Dynamis, can you do it for me, please?
Yeah. Yes.
Dynamis, make an athletics check at advantage.
Dynamis, can you put the door back?
Fezzik the door. You shut the door.
He loosened it for you.
Hey,
Thank
he
you.
ripped it off. He ripped it off. Like he did good. I'm proud of
He
him.
did good. He's very, very, very good. Very good show of strength.
My arms are sore though. I just need to know if that was supposed to be there.
The door? Probably.
No, the gel.
I've always found doors being optional.
Well, I think the gel probably is supposed to be in there. Doesn't seem like it obscures anything or anything's offset by it. No,
Nope.
it looks like it fits in with the decor. I think it's supposed to be in there.
Well, it beat me, that's for sure. Also, my hands. Oh, it burned me.
You know, I must say, it's actually good to see someone have a happy story that ends well. I say as I kind of look through the window and looking at the different depictions. He did a lot of good in his life that wasn't just about violence. I'm
Let's
happy that
see.
he, I suppose, found the woman of his dreams.
Let's see. That was Cosmo, right?
Yep, Cosmophobos.
Looking around, the story that you put together is that Cosmo was the firstborn son of Rizon and Xander, and he succeeded Xander as the second official leader of the order. He inherited the oath sworn of Balmetraia before the dragons disappeared. And he spent his lead trying to establish peace across Thylea after the Oath of Peace.
Does the horn in my bag react to this tomb?
That's
Nope.
What? Huh. Okay.
what?
When the Oathsworn died, doesn't the dragon usually die? How did there'd be a second sworn to Balmetria?
That is a good point.
Isn't that like the whole
From what I
thing?
understand,
Right? Like that's the common part. Also, how's there more Dragonlords? I thought you guys all died in the first war, besides Brondos. I thought.
The original Dragon Lords died, but there were more Dragon Lords after. They just didn't have dragons.
And you really wouldn't call them a
I was
dragon
gonna
lord.
say.
inherited the responsibility. There is more than that.
That's like if I stand here and call myself a Dragon Lord.
Well,
I don't need a dragon to be a Dragon Lord, right?
It is about inheriting the mission, the vision, the spirit of what the Dragonlords are. The Dragonlords were not merely those who rode dragons. Damon himself is a Dragonlord. He is a member of their order, though he himself is not Oathsworn. I mean, that'd be like saying that only because you're only half a Titan, you're not really a Titan. But you are inheriting their power, their mission, their being. Just as you did from your grandfather last week. I feel like it was a week ago, like in game. It's been like a week, I feel like. I can't remember how many days it's actually been.
A day, 2 days.
A couple days.
Yeah, 2 days.
Okay, 2 days.
Like you've inherited power from your grandfather about a few days ago. It's making you more like a Titan. It is the spirit of the
I guess I burnt my hands. Do you have anything that perhaps could help? It's going to affect my ability to hold my sword.
You gain 35 health.
Thank you, Tanias.
And you have one ticker, so just remember that because you don't have your token pulled up.
Gotcha.
All right.
I'll make that here.
The music is getting more hopeful, so hopefully this is a good sign for the next tome.
It's a good one.
Yes.
Go to this one.
Sure.
Absolutely. I think it's the third one on the top floor here.
Yeah, tomb number 14.
Jesus.
Blessed of Sight.
Nicholas Phobos, blessed
Yeah.
of Sidon, last of the Dragonlords. Death await any who would desecrate the great warrior within. Farewell, renowned Mitros, my homeland. Farewell, Oresia, blessed neighbor. Farewell, dear sea. Compared to the other tombs, this tomb seems to be in very good condition. Little dust has settled in. The murals are bright with colors that were significantly faded anywhere else, if not completely gone. The sarcophagus in the middle of the room shows the fully painted image of a man carrying javelins and wearing leather armor in his arms and legs, along with the mighty breastplate on his chest. That breastplate is adorned with a single red eye and a red maelstrom swirl, emblems of the Lord of Storms, and a deep blue strip of cloth goes from one shoulder to the man's waist. He wears the uniform of the Order of Sidon. The images adorning the walls and ceilings exhibit a proud sailor captain. Both soldier and king. Every scene has this man on a ship, beach, or a similar place of connection to the ocean. In the first few panels, he sails towards many an island, always carrying and delivering two bronze idols, a swirling dragon and a red eye in the center of a red maelstrom. Later panels depict a lonely ship sailing a large, violent sea with no land in sight, struggling against waves, storms, and many kinds of creatures. And yet, the man shows off a large smile on his face and a sword raised not in defiance, but in awe. The murals here, they depict the very last of the Dragon Lords. The man was sort of the crystallization of the Oath of Peace itself. Nick Phobos chose to carry Sidon's word in mortal civilization, championing cooperation and religious appeasement as a true historical and religious necessity more than an unwilling obligation. He sailed the seas and interacted with many of the settlements in the Cerulean Gulf, in a time where the order of the Dragonlords fractured in many ways, with the representatives being their last remnants and doing little beyond carrying the name. Nick Phobos did more. Um, and he initiated bonds within the Cerulean Gulf in one way or another that remain today in many of the commercial relationships between Mitros and its many islands. He is depicted as the founder of the Order of Sidon, which he converted from the Order of the Dragonlords. And he was the only one in centuries to brave the forgotten sea beyond the Cerulean Gulf, the one mortal to face its dangers without being quickly destroyed by the Lord of Storms, who took a deep liking to the humble man and his voluntary, trustful, loving worship.
Fuck this guy.
It says he cemented both of these
Embodied it, right?
Crystallization.
Both sides.
Yeah.
because he was a sellout. Okay, got it.
Because he was the heir to the Dragonlords, the elected leader of the Dragonlords, first among the Dragonlords of his time, and he chose to worship the Twin Titans in Sidon, and converted the Order of the Dragonlords into the Order of Sidon.
I like the word I used. It's accurate.
I can think of a few more.
This tomb in particular does not have a great glass door. You could just walk right in.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
So based off the pictures, there's no dragon with this one, right? So this is one of the ones that didn't have a dragon.
Correct. It did not have a dragon. This room is filled with treasure.
Out of curiosity, how many of these has Damon been in the pictures of?
Not really any so far.
Okay.
Not any of the ones that you've seen. I mean, he might have been a side character in some of the pictures in Rezon Phobos's art or murals.
You said this room is filled with treasure.
Yes.
Could one assume that this could be where what's his face stole the thing from? I mean,
One thing
most
that
crime.
stuck out was that whenever you talked to Klaus, he said that Traps and Damon killed his entire party. You see no evidence of Traps.
But Klaus is also a liar.
It's true. But I wonder what he gained to if he lied about this.
We haven't seen any dead bodies, though, have we?
I'm sorry, what?
We haven't really seen any dead bodies of like adventurers, right? Like people trying to grave rob.
No,
I
not
just
yet.
thought we've seen other dead bodies, but
Nothing like that, no.
We have, though, seen the butcher desecrate graves that are on the side of the mountain. Possible.
Those tracks of the butcher are nowhere near any of these tombs.
these ones.
Correct. Any of these on this upper third level? None. Second level? None. First level? All over the place.
Okay, so I know how to defeat the butcher.
Okay.
Stairs.
He's secretly claptrap.
So far, I have the different levels. It's almost been like different rankings for the Dragonlords, hasn't it? The originals were on the first floor, aren't they?
Well, these two both carried the name of Rezon Phobos in this little landing that you're in, right? Because you had Rezon Phobos here, you had her son here, and you have this guy who's related to them somehow because his last name is Phobos, right? further on, there's more tombs here, and then there's two up to the very north. So one, and then there's two way up there. These two down here were original Dragonlords, Estor and Telamock. Well, Telamock was here, Estor was here, Nerdagan, Adonis was here. So, not really.
I do want to do something outside of Nicholas's tomb because I'm too worried about my flaw kicking in if I were to walk inside. Um, but I will stand outside the tomb. I will look in. I will look at the sarcophagus in there, and I will say, Nicholas Phobos. I don't know if, like the others, you are able to hear me. I don't know if your spirit still resides here. Feel a mix of emotions when I look at this home. But I think I can at least say this in all honesty. That you strived to do what you believed was right. Find a way to make peace work. I do not agree with the road that you chose. I do not agree with the path you took. But I can say this at least. You did what you thought was right. For that, you may have my admiration, even if for but a moment. And that'll be it.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Didn't think so, but just in case. I mean, Adonis was there, Telamock was there, just in case.
There's a tomb down here on the first floor, tomb down here on the first floor, tomb down here on the first floor raised up on a hill all by itself. There's this giant field of stone here. And then, like I said, there is a tomb further on the third floor up here. Two more tombs further on the third floor up here. And then there's the pyramid, and then there's the tomb way over here that Brontes was pointed to.
So maybe go back and do this, where start down here, go to there, and then go to there.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then what? Go to Brontes and then curve over, get these three on top. One,
Yeah, that
two,
sounds like a plan.
three, and then go back around.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Sounds good.
If that's the case, you make your way around, down, around, down, past Damon, into this big field of pillars. Each of these pillars is about 15. The small ones are 15 foot high, the tall ones are 25 foot high, and on them, carved intricately into the stonework, is names. Hundreds and hundreds of names in honor of the men that lived, served, fought, and died during the First War.
As we walk by Damon, I want to ask him a question.
Okay.
If I am truly related to the Arklanders, and if there was something in their tombs that I think I could use, would it be grave robbing still? Thank you. Walks away. Answers that question.
All right, so let's see. That's number 12. Let me go scroll to number 12 here. Interesting. There we go. Let me scroll to my notes on this side real quick. One second. They're definitely not in order of placement.
Worried.
Here we go. So this one, the outside just says Dorian Nardagan. Death awaits any who would desecrate the great warrior within. Soot darkens the floor and walls of this tomb. An ornate sarcophagus in the center of the room is carved with the likeness of a young man, and its lid has been left slightly ajar.
This one is open.
The great glass window is the great glass door rather is there, but it looks like traps have went off. You see no bodies. The door is closed. Um, Inside, you can see a skeleton because the lid is slightly ajar. Inside, you can see the skeletal remains of a burned body. The mantles, the murals, everything about this tomb is covered in this soot, which is not the same as the charcoal dust outside.
Almost like, say, someone set off an entire necklace of fireballs in this room. Dynamis, I think this may be the grave that was robbed.
Looking around, this looks more like a grave that was robbed a long time ago.
Oh, but not recently?
Not recently. There are no footsteps other than your own in this part of the area.
Okay. So unlikely to be the one that Klaus took from.
Correct.
Okay.
You were saying?
Never mind. The scorch marks actually look older than what would have been for Klaus. The Neurodegans seem to be robbed regularly. Yes. Or perhaps it was a different one. But there's no Oathsworn or anything like that. And are the walls able to see anything in terms of like any kind of lore or any depictions of history?
No.
No. Have I ever heard of Dorian Neurodegan?
Nope.
Perhaps something to ask Adonis. Given the opportunity, then. Well then, shall we continue?
Yes.
Next tome.
You go this way, and it says Gregor Horath, Oathsworn of Hezebal. Let me. Death awaits any who would desecrate the great warrior within. A great bronze man keeps watch over this tomb compared to almost any other tomb. It looks flat and simplistic. The sarcophagus at the center of the room is completely unadorned. Not even the face of the man is carved into its gray surface. A faceless bronze statue watches over it, hunched, its hands touching the marble. The walls still exhibit murals, but they are mostly colorless. In each, a specific man seems to lead a group of hoplites into the greater steps, always fighting against centaurs. The imagery offers a cold and efficient beauty, as the squadron presents different but always deadly formations in each panel. A solid phalanx striking up front, a long circle slowly closing in, forcing centaurs to fight or attempt to jump above them, only to fail. An oblique order quickly destroying one side of the battlefield, only to immediately turn and pressure the rest, forcing retreats.
And was this a sibling to Xander, or
Yes.
yes? Okay.
Um, Gregor was the younger brother of Xandor. Notably, there's no dragons in any of his pictures. They all show him fighting side by side with Myrmidons. Never above them.
Hmm. But he was an oathsworn of this dragon, Hezebal. Interesting. That there's no depictions of any dragons in here, correct?
None.
Of any kind? None.
None.
He seemed to have a closer relationship to the men he commanded than he did to his own dragon. Interesting.
Brontes, do you happen to know much about him?
Do I know more than a typical person?
Um, as you think about it, Hezebal and Gregor, 11th among the Dragonlords. They argued a lot.
I tend to argue quite a bit, Gregor and
Hmm.
Hazor.
Hezebal was angrier than Gregor, more prone to violence, didn't like Gregor curving that out of him, so to speak.
I see. Okay. Hezbollah definitely had a temper. He was more prone to violence too.
They they used to joke that Hezebal should have been Estor's dragon.
I was about to make that joke as well. Because the follow-up question to Brontes is going to be, how did y'all even pick dragons? How did y'all choose dragons? That some of these seem so mismatched.
You don't remember?
Nothing comes to mind. We just were.
Hmm. Well, hopefully you remember at some point, because both you and I are to find dragons. Begin the order again. And while I am becoming a dragon, I'm sorry, you will not get to ride me at any point.
Don't worry. If somebody do become a dragon and things do come to shove, I'll happily. As
Tibbs.
Brontes was thinking, Brontes was thinking about something. So don't
No,
worry, I'll
no.
attach a chair.
I I want
Tibbs.
to live. I do not want your lady to kill me.
Uh, I was hoping actually with my bomb of Chemiorex, with more time I spend with them, perhaps something would come about. That's what I was hoping with, but so far my memories have been dry.
Hmm.
I wish, I think, if things are this chaotic with Isabel and Gregor, maybe perhaps the egg is something that you were given, maybe shared, maybe some type of kindred bondship. Maybe it's not voluntary, or maybe it is. I don't know.
Perhaps it is fate.
Perhaps it is fate.
The fates, what? The answer. Hello, you call.
No, 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 no. Not you.
No.
Not you. Go away.
Um,
Respectfully. Shoo.
um, one thing you do pick up as you sort of look at these, um, Gregor believed that using a dragon to fight centaurs was unfair.
Oh,
Oh, okay,
So
that
he
makes
only
sense.
agreed to fight them horseback.
seems honorable.
Oh, clearly they didn't have a dynamis then,
Yeah,
because that's also unfair.
yeah.
I feel like the sentiment, though, might have been lost on the centaurs because they believed that horseback riders were abominable.
They think horses are the worst mutants in existence, yes.
They
Yeah,
only grow a head.
those weird heads.
Those poor centaurs, they can only grow heads. They have no arms. Interesting. Though. We should probably ask your father if he perchance knew of Gregor, though I feel like they would have gotten along.
Yeah.
Next tomb over. It's a big central one right here.
Very central, very large. Let me finish typing. Let's see. Do I have a picture of Gregor? 1 second.
That is great.
Let's see. No. I do have a picture of Gregor. Hold on. Wham. Let's go here. We've got Gregor.
Hmm. He's got like edgelord youth look going
Yeah.
for him.
Oh, I forgot. We did Dorian, right?
Yeah.
Dorian.
Aw. He's so handsome.
That's the two that we did. Okay, so back here, you go to the big central one.
He looks like he listens to Candlebox in the dark.
Dorian or
Dorian.
or Gregor.
Dorian.
All right, tomb number 8. That's the wrong one. Here we go. It says, Myrto the Magnificent. Some say the muse is one. Fool critics count again. Myrto the Magnificent makes 2. Death awaits any who would desecrate the great warrior within. In the middle of this room rests a white marble sarcophagus, carved and painted in the image of a handsome man. He has timid features, but a wide open smile with perfect teeth. His outfit pulls your attention, an overly elaborate hymation of differently colored stripes, all of them infused with an unbelievably high number of incredibly small, precious stones, metals, and detailing. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Damn it.
Ozias. The murals on the walls finish setting the picture of this man in his great clothing. In every scene, he wears a different set, but all of them are literally filled with almost infinite small diamonds, emeralds, rubies, and sapphires. The worth must be in the thousands.
Natural 20 for 26.
What do you have advantage? Oh, using inspiration. Cool. In the middle of the central panel, there is a real life-size embossed figure of the man himself. He is completely nude, wearing only beautiful accessories in the forms of earrings, rings, and he might be part horse. And even parts of himself are, instead of painted or carved, made out of gin, gaudy and excessive. Blue eyes made of sapphires, red nipples made of rubies, and a different stone on each finger's ring. And the lines of his muscles are actually not painted or sculpted, but the statue is gilded in real gold.
He looks like he listens to the Joe Rogan podcast, and that he's sponsored by Blue Chew.
Let's see. Did I show you his picture? I did, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So we got the actual beautiful Dragonlord Adonis, who's just beautiful by himself, and then Myrto the Magnificent, who wore so many gaudy accessories that he thought he was beautiful.
Oh, he's Italian.
Mirto Nerdagan is the grandson of Adonis, an heir to all of his worst traits. He used his family's wealth to bribe the other dragon lords of his generation to be elected as leader after the death of Cosmophobus, rather than his main competitor, some girl.
Is that just what it says? Some girl?
It does, yes.
Huh. Okay.
This guy's full of himself, don't you?
Who are these obits?
Ozias,
Yes.
this room is worth well over 5,000 drachmae.
I walk away very quickly with that natural 20 that I have. Because the gold's not talking to me, but I can somehow hear a number counter rising. Okay, I need to move away
for
from this
everyone
tomb.
too. Beep, 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 beep.
Yep. Yep. I need to walk away from this tomb very, very quickly, otherwise I'm gonna get cursed. And I do not want to give up eating food.
Frontes, this tomb does not feel consecrated.
Right.
If you choose to share this with Ozias to tempt him to rob from the Dragonlords, is up to you.
No. No, we will not
Okay.
do that.
What was that, Brontez? Did you say something?
No, I said nothing.
You said nothing? Oh, I could have sworn I heard your voice. Right. Well then. Are you ready to see your own grave?
Honestly, I'm never too excited about that. Let's see.
As the GM. Having that much money would make Ozias very happy.
Having
You
a lot of that
ponder as
money.
you walk on to the far end of the necropolis to a hidden tomb, all by itself, past the Great Pyramid. You pause just a minute before you approach. Brontez, is there anything you'd like to say or do before we explore this?
Everyone, I love you. Huh.
Thank you.
No, you misunderstand my words. I mean, I care for each one of you. This is going to be a moment that I hope that will give me some clarity and a clue to as we combat the Titans to save the rest of Historia.
Don't get your
Rest of
hopes up.
Hylia.
Poor Kyle.
You know, I'll take that advice to heart. We'll see
Grandchild
what
of
happens.
a genocidal maniac, and his great uncle is not much better. And
Okay. Whew. Okay. Let's get the show on the road.
Okay.
John is so excited.
I really am. Let me put on my good GM face. As you walk up, we'll see you next week. I'm just playing, guys.
Don't you freaking
Okay.
dare!
Okay. So as you walk up, you see this grave that you were pointed to by Damon the Crypt Keeper, Damon the Lich, who breathes magic as a fish breathes water, who has led you in the proper direction. As you approach, the plaque on the side says, Ochos, Archelander, Oath Sworn of Ogzea. Fly on, warrior, fly on, for while we perish, even greater warriors fly on. The inside of this tomb, you can see inside there are 2 sarcophagi. One is empty. The further wall bears a single colored mural in which a green dragon flies over a stormy sea with a warrior on his back, aiming for the horizon. Behind him, a grieving pregnant woman is left at the beach, crying alone. Inside, you can see the second sarcophagus is cracked open. There is soot all over it. And lying in this tomb are 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies and a set of footprints that appear to be running away.
And I begin to walk into the tomb, taking in everything. The first thing that I do is that when I get to the center of the room, Brontez locks eyes with the mural. And then he looks at the woman in the painting.
Allow me to show you what the pictures look like. The man you see looks 90% like this, except that his beard is white. The woman that you see looks like that. Her name is Celine Arcalander.
Lean or calendar. Okay.
And when you see her, your heart breaks. You remember that face.
She is the. She is. She was. No! I remember. I remember her. How could I have forgotten? I left. I left her.
I don't understand. The plaque says that this is a tome to Ochos, our but you say you know this woman, this Celine.
It's Celine Heartlander. And Celine Heartlander, just want to make sure, John, she is the woman on the mural. On the beach.
Celine Arcleander is the woman on the mural. And Frontes, that's your face. Ochos Arcleander, eighth among the Dragonlords, who was lost at sea and never found. This man was always more of an explorer than a warrior, one who fought for peace. He followed his mentor Xander into this brave new world and coached his two little brothers in the ways of the Dragonlords, always more entranced by wonder and discovery than the pursuit of glory, traveling the seas of Thylea for information and for alliances rather than engaging directly in constant warfare and the expansion of mortal civilization. Eventually, however, this nature would be needed, for the First War finally turned sour and the Dragonlord Order grew desperate. And they tasked him with the goal of finding a resting place for their greatest treasures, somewhere that would not be found or taken or destroyed by the Titans. Gregor left and never returned. No mortal knows what happened to him, and his death caused the remaining Dragonlords to swear a blood oath to avenge his murder. When Xander lost his squire, and when Estor and Telamock lost their big brothers, their natures changed for the rest of their days.
This was me. I was a man. But
You're a satyr. You were you were human.
I was. But I re- oh,
The empty sarcophagus you figure is for you, a body never found. The desecrated and robbed sarcophagus you figure holds the body of a woman.
I
A woman
no.
who is quite obviously missing a necklace.
Is this the necklace that
A necklace with ruby red jewels that you had crafted for her as a present.
Listen, some of the jewels might not be there, but it's the thought that counts.
Klaus stole from your wife.
Klaus was the one? He
Her
stole.
body is no longer consecrated, no longer protected. It is desecrated and burned.
I walk over in a huff of silent rage. I walk over to her tomb. I place my hands on the top of her tomb.
I go over and join him and bring the necklace, placing it back.
I'll take the necklace, and Brontes will place the necklace right where her neck would have been, top of it.
You do your best to do so without destroying the charred and brittle remains. Do you close the sarcophagus?
I close the sarcophagus.
It slides shut with a thud. Eritrea, what are you doing?
Absolutely nothing. I stand there, kind of like how you do, with my hands in my pockets, or what would be pockets, and I say nothing.
This is a fantasy world. You absolutely have pockets.
Okay, yeah.
Are you just sort of sitting there staring where it says
Yup.
Old Sworn of Ogzia?
Out of the corner of my eye, yep, I'm just looking at it, and I kind of just look around, and I'm just kind of staring.
Can I just double check? This isn't like some sort of misspoken thing. It says Ogzia, or does it say what we're seeing on the screen right here?
That's how you spell Ogzia.
Oh.
Eritrea. My eyes might be slightly out of sorts, possibly from the soot. Am I reading that
Yep.
plaque?
Yes.
That's why he's still alive. Dragonlords were not supposed to be able to outlive their dragons. There is only one dragon that we know of that is still alive, and one Dragonlord that we know of who is still alive. Whoa.
Where is Tanias and Diamonds in relation to this lineup right now?
Yeah, just sort of there, you know.
I stand on the other side of Tanias. I put Tanias and Dynamis in between me and Brontes, and I walk to the other side and I stand there.
We put Tanias and Dynamis on the other side of the Oath Sworn of Hexia,
Yeah, I put myself in between them.
whose death would damn the green dragon to. Okay.
Yep. And I just kind of look at Dynamis, and I look at Dynamis, and I look at Tanias, and I just kind of nod at Tanias, and I just stand there, put my hands back in my pockets.
Damn it! I wish I had pockets. Do you think that's why you keep killing Brontes?
Ochos, Drontes, whoever you are.
He turns towards you.
Are you all right?
My soul has been broken 100 times to 1 today. And I still stand. I'm still alive. No matter how much at this moment that I wish I wasn't.
You look around. You see that there's a continuance of the picture that shows the woman standing looking over the same cliff towards the sea. This time, a young boy holds her hand.
I. There's still more, though. She had children. I had children. I had a son. Daughters, probably. They're out there.
John, I'd like to look at the. There's a statue here depicting Ochos slash Brontes, correct? As he was.
Mm-hmm. Looks remarkably like him now.
Is there anyone I know of, or have I ever seen anyone who looks similar? Maybe a descendant, perhaps.
You know, you can think of one.
Brontes,
Yes.
come stand here. I want you to come over and stand over here. Can you look at look at your own face? Ignore the hair and the beard. The cheekbones, and the brow, the shape of the chin and the ears, and the color of the eyes. Does that look familiar to you at all?
Big bones, the eyes.
I think we have met Sunday already.
Oh shit. That's why he's wearing the.
We have met my descendant.
You said yourself he was wearing your boots.
You mean that by telling me that Commander Gaius, he is my descendant? My boy?
He
My boy's boy?
he's in the Order of Sidon, who are a splinter of the Dragonlords of old. If your boy, your children remain true to the order of their father and their grandfather and their great grandfather, they would be in the Order of Sidon. Being a descendant of a Dragonlord, they would likely be very prominent.
His hands strokes it through his hair. Everything is starting to connect. I have. But they don't know. They haven't met me. They have no idea what they're doing. Or do they?
Earlier, you were asking, Brontes, what could have changed Estor and Telamock. It
That
was
would
the
be
death and disappearance of their big brother. That's why you remember them as children. That's why, a year and a half ago, our time, when you had a vision of the Council of the Dragonlords, they addressed you as eighth among the Dragonlords. Ochos.
everything makes more sense now. Everything is starting to make sense now. Then now I know why they remember themselves they're so young. Why?
There are
Why?
no sacred Dragonlords.
There are none.
Versi changed you, body, mind. He even changed your name, Grontes. Ochos. To save you. She made you into a different person.
With different experiences, different names, different everything, and this is my life. This was my life. I I don't.
Sorry, Grontes.
This is so much.
The grave
This is so
for
much.
Celine is noted for her unending faithfulness, that she went and faced that cliff every day, waiting.
Celine, I go over.
Celine Arkellander, who changed her last name to Astartes.
Oh wow. I go over to her grave once more, and John, I'm gonna whisper a silent prayer. And Brontes is going to say to everyone and make a declaration. This is the grave of the woman that I loved with all my heart, body, and soul, who was faithful to me to the end. My love, who I once loved and who was once here before me, and everything that once was in my world. I would not let my boys or the world fade, for we have fought, and you have loved me as you've loved the world around you, and you have cared and I have shared in your dream. Thylea shall always be our home, and it will be protected. My descendants, our descendants, our boys, our daughters. I will do what I can. I'll find and make this right. And I will remove that order of Sidon. The Dragonlords will stand again once more. The Myrmidons will stand once again. And I will do it all. I'll do it all again. I will kneel. I will simply then stand after, and then I will kiss the very top lid of the grave, and I'll turn towards everybody else. And he says, I've changed once, I've changed twice, and I'm going to change for a third time. We're
You
going to
feel
make
a rumble
Thylea.
deep
Go ahead.
in your chest as you say these words. Please continue.
We're going to make Thylea the greatest land amongst all the others. We will once again face Sidon, and we will bring back the Order of the Dragonlords. All of us will either succeed in our endeavor or die fighting, regardless of what fate has in store for us. We are greater than the sum of our parts, and we are grateful to whatever tragedy may befall upon us, whether it be for kinship, for family, or some tragedy. We'll rise above it all. We are Thylea's chosen. Dragonlords or not.
Well said.
As you
Mentor.
say this, Brontez, you suddenly feel almost sick to your stomach, and something rumbles deep within you. The rest of you see as Brontez's eyes turn a bright green. Brontez, your charisma score increases by 2, your constitution increases by 1, as you awaken that bond of the Dragonlords deep within yourself.
Damn.
Which of the 4 elements do you choose to embody? Air, earth, fire, or water? That is something that you have to decide over the next week, and that, I think, is a wonderful place for us to take our break until next week, everybody. Is there anything anyone would like to add before we end?
Told you was an Aucklander.
Eritrea, Exia. That silent fury says it all. Thank you all for tuning in. Until next week, goodbye, everybody.
My family just don't run. My mother's pride.